Hello, my name is Dominic Street, and in this video we're going to be talking about a few ways you can look at your data in IntelliMagic Vision. So in IntelliMagic Vision, there are two ways you can navigate to the data that you're interested in. One is a general, non-vendor specific way, and another one is the vendor specific way. So for example, if we want to look at I/O performance, here we have our viewpoints, and we can click on the disk performance viewpoint and go to Performance Overview and Overall I/O Workload and bring up the I/O workload chart. Then we can see all of our various controllers, arrays that we have. We can compare the I/O over whatever period of time we're looking at. And we can also drill down and look at other variables. And that's a view of all of our controllers and arrays, independent of what the vendor might be. That way we can compare and see which controller is more heavily utilized or which one is faster or slower. We also have vendor-specific views. These are found under the viewpoint Hardware Platforms, and the focal point is the EMC VNX family. We'll do a quick overview of this set. Here we have several sets that we can look at when conducting a performance analysis. Clicking on dashboards, which are like an instant health check for your environment, you can see key metrics and what they're rated. You can compare the sizes of the bubbles to see the intensity of each of these metrics. And when you hover your cursor over it, you can see a quick view of what the metric is and how high it's rated. These metrics are color-coded. Green means most or all of the intervals have fallen below the acceptable threshold. Yellow means some or most of them have risen above that acceptable threshold, and yellow constitutes a warning. And red is an exception, meaning most or all of the intervals within that metric are above the acceptable threshold. The next set is configuration, which is capacity information, hardware types, cache sizes, numbers of drives, capacity, and more. You can drill down to storage pools too. The third set is service statistics. Here we look at statistics from a service level agreement point of view, and you can see what percentage of time you're fulfilling your SLAs. Looking at this chart, we can see that out of 100% of the time, we spent this amount of time in the red, this amount of time in the yellow, and this amount of time in the green. This gives you an idea if you want to look at a particular resource. How often are you meeting your SLAs and how often are you not? You can drill down and investigate that way. Balance reports lets us look at all of our resources and see how they're balanced. For example, this drive busy chart. The yellow is the min and the max. The green ball in the middle of the green square is the average, and the green square is the 10th and 90th percentiles. When you click on it, you can look over your SPs and see how your utilization is. You can drill down again and get more detailed information. The next section is looking at data by SP. So here I'm looking at all of my SPs across all my controllers, and I can drill down into a particular controller and look at front-end adapter utilization. And you can drill down further from there, and this is from an SP point of view. Next is storage groups. To see your data at a more granular storage group level, you can look at the volumes and the performance. The next set is for LUNs. You can look at I/O across all of your LUNs. You can isolate to see it by itself and click on it to drill down further. If I want to find out what LUNs are involved in this activity, I can click and drill down further. Then it shows you the top 30 LUNs. You can change this. 30 is just the default. The final set is Backend. You can look at the backend of your VNX, looking at drive rate, megabytes per second, drive busy, and more. And you can also drill down from here. And that's an overview of our VNX family viewpoint. So there's two ways of looking at data in IntelliMagic Vision. You can look at all of your data, no matter what the vendor is, using the same metric, or you can look at it through a vendor-specific set of dashboards like the EMC VNX family we briefly discussed. Those will be covered in future videos.